Hello and welcome to the next edition of The Buzz, everything that's going on in Green Wave sports at Abington High School. My name is Shawn Reilly and it's my pleasure to be part of the show. We're trying to bring you information and updates about Green Wave athletics, and we have a lot to bring you up to date and a lot to tell you about what's coming up. A lot of great things happening at Abington High School. A little bit later in this show, we're going to be talking with two of our student athletes. We're really excited to have them on and give us a little update about what their teams have been going through. We'll also be visiting again with our athletic director, Peter Serino. A lot of milestones have been hit by the Green Wave just in the last 2 or 3 weeks, and some big doings coming up, including a visit to Gillette Stadium. So stay tuned. We'll be back with more about The Buzz.
The COVID-19 vaccines can be our chance to get back to our plans, to get back to each other, to life. But it's okay to have questions, like, can the vaccines give you COVID-19? You cannot get COVID-19 from a vaccine. Find the latest information at getvaccineanswers.org.
All right, we're back with The Buzz, everything that's going on in Green Wave Nation. I have two special guests with me for this segment. I want to introduce Elizabeth Campbell, who's a member of our cheerleading team, and Joseph Hajjar, who's also a member of our boys soccer team. Guys, welcome aboard to The Buzz. Joseph, can I call you by your nickname, which I understand is Zuzu?
Yes.
Excellent. And Elizabeth, I've known kind of both of you for a while in different ways. I've watched you growing up, and you guys have had a very successful fall. I'll start with you first, Elizabeth. Your cheerleading squad had a really great finish to a fall season. I know you got winter and spring sports coming up, but I was there in the leagues at Abington,
Yep.
and you guys did very well and qualified for the regionals.
Yes.
Right? And then what happened after that?
So after regionals, which was at Marshfield, we went to states at Worcester State University, and we got 3rd place.
Congratulations, 3rd in the state in your
Yes.
division. That's outstanding. Now, and that just happened yesterday. We're taping this on November 22nd.
Yeah.
That happened yesterday, so still a lot of excitement kind of brewing through the halls of Abington High School. You got to really, it used to be that cheerleading wasn't a sport. Cheerleading was just kind of something on the side. Now, it's an acrobatic, it's amazing what you guys do.
Right.
Do you need to have a gymnastic background to be a cheerleader?
Not necessarily. Like, a lot of the people that I cheer with, they do all-star cheerleading from like a very early age, so they like get training for
Yep.
specific like cheerleading stunts and stuff like that. But me and like a few of my other friends, we've just done Abington cheer since youth, since Mighty
Really?
Mites, so you don't necessarily have to do like anything crazy to train for it.
Now your coach is Coach Gerhardt,
Yes.
right? She seems to have a good thing going. And who are some of your classmates I want to give a shout out to?
So I want to shout out all the senior captains, so Olivia McGuire, Lindsay Augusta, Lola Rivas, and Kelly Bolger.
Yeah.
And so they've really made my season fun, and it's fun being a captain with them, stuff like that.
Tell me a little bit about your opinion on what sports does for you as a student, as a member of the community, and as a friendship builder.
It's very easy to make friends. You're together 24/7. Even when you're not at practice, you have, well, not this year, but you have like pasta parties and
Yeah.
team bonding activities, and you go to games together, and you trust your teammates, like especially in cheerleading, because you have to hold each other up and
Right.
flip each other around. So you have to have a lot of trust in your teammates, and it's always so fun being with them, especially because you're together every single day. You know a lot about these people.
Well,
So it's like a second family.
It's a lot of hard work, but the memories I'm sure will last
Yeah.
a lifetime, and the friendships I'm sure you got a great bunch of women on that squad, and the soccer team also did very well. And
Yeah.
Zuzu, you're a junior, right?
Yes.
Elizabeth, you're a senior.
Yep.
You guys also made it to the MIA playoffs, which is the first time in a long time for the Green Wave. So
Yeah.
kudos to you and your teammates.
Thank you.
Must have been exciting. Tell me, the first round game was against the East Sturgis team.
Yeah, we played home. It was a night game. It was 0-0 like the whole game. Then sophomore Liam Murtaugh scored a penalty, and then we ended up winning the game 1-0 off his penalty.
That's great. So all it takes is one sometimes.
Yes.
And nice to have a home game for the boys soccer team. You guys really kind of kept chipping away all year. Exciting play. And as a junior, you're coming back next year,
Yes.
right? What's it look like for next year?
We're only graduating 4 seniors, but those 4 seniors brought love to our team.
Yeah.
But next year, I feel like we're going to be good because we're mainly all juniors and sophomores. So next year we're going to make another run at it.
Yeah, so you've already got kind of that, you're clicking, kind of know how to play with each other, and you know, when not even looking, you know where your teammate is, you know, that type of thing.
Yeah, we were playing together for like our whole lives too.
Now, let me ask you, do you like most of the fields now that you play on are probably turf as opposed to grass?
Yeah.
Is that right? Do you prefer either one over the other?
I like turf better, and mainly because it's straighter passes and like no bounces easily. And against Frontier Regional, it was on grass. It was like a bumpy, horrible grass field, so we didn't really like that.
Really a whole different game.
Yeah, it was.
Right.
We couldn't play our style.
And your coach is Coach Kloss?
Yes.
Right. Any shout-outs to any of your members of your team? You want to just kind of drop some names?
Mainly the seniors. We have 4, Shamobi, Brandon Papasino, Jesse Spinney, and Josh Flaherty. Josh and Brandon were on the back line. Josh brought like love and the heart and soul to our team. He won every 50-50 ball. Brandon was captain with me. Jesse came back mid through the season. He stepped up to be goalie, and he did wonderful in goalie for not playing since he was in 6th grade.
That's great.
And Shamobi was the awesome kid on our team. Every practice, everyone looked forward to talking to him. He was a great kid, funny kid.
It's great just to see it in your eyes, that the fun, the memories that are already building, and the success, and now you get a taste of the playoffs.
Yeah.
Which, you know, anyone who tastes it, you want more next year.
Yes, it was our first time since 2013, and we want to make it a tradition now. Easily get in the playoffs.
We'll be there on the sidelines rooting for you next fall. But what do you guys have coming up? What's coming up in the winter for you, Elizabeth?
So I'm a senior captain for the girls basketball team, so I'm excited for that to start.
Great.
Yep.
Great. You got some good girls playing on that team. I know them, and some good coaching, some new coaching at the JV, the sub-varsity level. So it's going to be a great year with some good people. What do you got coming up in the
I also play basketball. JV, but I just play for fun.
Yeah.
I love playing basketball. I love hanging out with my friends and all.
Well, it's great to be involved. I mean, this show is all about sports. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on in Abington, like Elf the Musical's coming up, the drama. There's a lot of great art programs here. And academically, Abington has been awarded, you know, the blue ribbon. But obviously, this is about sports, and Abington is a very successful sports program and a very big booster program. And tell me what that kind of means to you guys. I mean, you don't want to stay home on weekends. I mean, sports is fun and it's social.
Right. I appreciate the boosters. They always fundraise for us. They get us our uniforms. They help do fun stuff for our team. And it's something to do. It gives you something to look forward to. Instead of just hanging out with your friends, you get to go like play a game with your friends. You get to go compete with your friends.
It is I think one of the things that athletics does too is it makes you budget your time, you know, between your academics and your athletics, which is a great way to prepare for college or anything really, for a job after school. So I want to wish you guys the best of luck in the winter sports season whenever it comes up, and obviously after graduation for you, and I'm looking forward to watching you next year, Zuzu.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming on The Buzz, giving us the update, and hopefully we'll continue the show for many more months into the year and into next year, and get some more updates on what's going on in Green Wave Nation from the cheerleading and the soccer point of view. All right, so thanks for tuning in.
Thank you.
We'll be back with our athletic director, Peter Serino, with some more updates on what's going on and what's about to happen in Green Wave Nation.
Scene 103, take 1.
I have been 100% into getting vaccinated, and then I asked you, and you hesitated.
Yeah.
I thought we'd be on the same page about this, and we're not.
I feel like even if I were to catch it, my body is strong enough to fight it off.
What if you're one of those cases when you end up in the hospital?
Yeah.
That's what I'm scared of.
All right, we're back with more of The Buzz, everything that's happening at Abington High School in the athletic realm, and I'm pleased to welcome back our athletic director, Peter Serino. Peter, we have a lot to talk about, a lot of updates. There's been a lot of great things going on at Abington High School. We just heard some of the updates from our student athletes from boys soccer and the cheerleaders, but playoff-wise, what do we have? Volleyball, cross-country, golf, all did very well. Give me a quick summary of how they did in postseason play.
Yeah, absolutely. We were very fortunate this fall. A number of our teams had very successful seasons, which allowed them to compete in the postseason, which is always very exciting. So our volleyball team qualified for the tournament this year, which was great. Our volleyball program's younger. It's been around a little while, but this was their second trip to the tournament, which was very exciting. Unfortunately, you know, we didn't win the first game, but just getting to the tournament as a younger program and a younger team really is quite the accomplishment. So that was very exciting for them, and they should be very proud of that. And then in golf and cross country, two more individualized sports. We had a great showing in cross country at Westfield in the regional meet, and two of our students actually advanced to the all-state meet, which is really a tremendous accomplishment, where one of the smaller schools in the all-state meet has runners from all across the state, all divisions. So it was really a remarkable accomplishment. So Jackie Erner, who was a guest earlier this year on the show, she continued her outstanding career and had a great race. And also Serino Wood, another one of our runners who will be back again next year. She really had a breakout season, which was great to see. And then also with golf, Jonathan Halpin had a tremendous season, really kind of broke onto the scene and surprised some people. And he had an outstanding round at the South Regionals. And he advanced to the All-State Golf Meet, which was great. So for our division, all across the state, and he had a strong showing there. And again, he'll be back next year to help lead the golf team.
That's outstanding. I mean, to have the teams do so well at Abington High School, but then to have these individual athletes getting to the states, I mean, kudos to them. It's really good. And then one other team we haven't mentioned yet, who's had a lot of success, especially in the last couple of weeks, has been the football team. And we've hit a couple of milestones, had a lot of press. Coach Kelleher got his 500th game as a coach, and then hit his 300th victory with the big state semifinal win against St. Mary's. We had a great crowd there, really exciting, and really kind of great post game where the team buses literally pulled up to his home and delivered the ball to him. I mean, great victory for Abington. Just a lot of good things going on, and Coach Kelleher couldn't be there because he was tested positive for COVID, and he just kind of did the right thing by staying home so to protect his kids. He's fully vaccinated, he's doing well, but I thought it was just a class act by Coach and an unselfish act by Coach, and the team, I thought it was really nice for them to bring it home to him.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, success doesn't happen by chance, and I think the leadership of, you know, all of our teams, and in this case the football team, we're talking about Coach Kelleher, it plays a big role in that. And I think a lot of times people say things. It's easy to, you know, throw a motto on a T-shirt or put something out on Twitter. You know, Coach Kell, he's not a big Twitter guy. That may surprise some people, but he's a guy who lives what he says. You know, so he preaches things to kids, and he does them. And this is just one example of that. You know, there was no requirement for him to be tested for anything. It was just a situation where he said, "I'm around kids. You know, I tell them to be sure, so I'm going to be sure." He's feeling good. And because of that, you know, he missed, you know, a pretty big game for the team and for him personally. And I think that just speaks to the type of person he is and the culture that he's created with the football team. And I think that has led to success. And some of the success that the team has had is remarkable. You know, this year they continued. They won another league championship, which it's always impressive to win a league championship, but to go from the smaller division in the league to the larger division, where we are the smallest school, and to win that championship is impressive. It's a strong feat. And then also in the MIA playoffs, previously we competed in Division 7, and again this year we moved up. And despite moving up a division and, you know, tougher competition, you know, we're fortunate enough to be playing for the state championship again. It
has been a great season. You didn't know what to expect, and especially when you keep in mind that this group of seniors who were playing football, when they were kids, when they played youth football, they didn't win a single game. You know, they just didn't have it, and they've put it all together. Coach Kelleher and the assistant coaches have really done a great job with them. With a 26-21 win at Quincy's Veterans Memorial Stadium, a really good St. Mary's team was outstanding, and that just punched the ticket for them to go to Gillette for the state championship. And what a storybook season this has turned in because of the new state tournament format. It's not the East teams and the South teams eliminating each other and sending their best against the West. Now it is who are the two best teams in Division 6, and who would have known, but it comes out to be the Abington Green Wave versus the Rockland Bulldogs for the state championship. This is going to be a blast. Yeah, it's really exciting. The new format really gets the two best teams there. In the old system, you know, Abington and Rockland probably would have played a lot earlier, and one of them wouldn't have gotten,
the credit that they deserve for being the team that they are. And the great thing about the MMA tournament is the event. The game is great and it's outstanding, but it really becomes a community event. We saw that with the boys soccer game that we were fortunate enough to host. We had a great crowd, people there supporting the team. And now, to go to Gillette Stadium, the football team certainly gets to play, and that is a highlight, and that's great. But also provides an opportunity for the students in our band to play and perform at Gillette Stadium. Our cheerleading team gets to perform on the field at Gillette. And, our students and community at large gets to go to Gillette Stadium, kind of show what the Green Wave community is all about. So it's outstanding for the football players, and they deserve a ton of credit, but it really creates an opportunity for the entire school community and greater community within the town of Abington to show up to Gillette.
Well, selfishly, it also allows the cable TV crew to go to Gillette once again, so we're geared up for that and ready to go. We'll be sitting up in the booth across from all the fans. It's just a fantastic view of the game, and I know we're all excited to go. And can you tell us a little about the game date and time?
Yeah, so as of right now, the game is scheduled for Monday, December 6th at 5 o'clock at Gillette Stadium. The New England Revolution do play a home playoff game on November 30th, Tuesday, November 30th. And if they lose that game, the Abington-Rockland game would be moved to Friday, December 3rd, also at 5 p.m. So as of now, we're planning for the New England Revolution to continue their strong season and win. The game will be Monday, December 6th at 5 o'clock. Should they lose, that game will be moved to Friday, December 3rd, also at 5 o'clock.
Right, so Gillette's being used for high school football on Wednesday, Thursday, December 1st and 2nd for other leagues, not our league, for our division, I'm sorry. So as Pete said, if the Revolution wins, we play on Monday, December 6th, 5 o'clock. If the Revolution loses on November 30th, we'll play Friday night, 5 o'clock on December 3rd. And the Situate Duxbury game is right after us at 8 o'clock, whether it's Monday or Friday. They'll move their game also. So that's going to be exciting. I'm sure there'll be more information about tickets and things coming out from Gillette and the MIAA, but mark your calendar probably for both nights. Just hold your Friday night the 3rd and Monday night the 6th. But before we even get to Gillette, the Green Wave also has the 110th edition of the Thanksgiving Day game, and that's going to be at Whitman-Hanson this year, right?
Correct. Yep. Thursday morning, Thanksgiving. It's always great to see the alumni come back, and also for the kids to get a chance to play on a little bit bigger stage. Right.
And again, tickets will be available at the gate there, right?
So we'll have some information for the tickets.
How are we doing that?
There. Yep, Whitman-Hanson is working through exactly how they're going to do that.
All right. So it's a 10 o'clock game start kickoff. Got to get there early because there's tons of people going, so you're usually walking a pretty good distance. And while we're talking about Whitman-Hanson, I want to send a shout out and congratulations to everyone who was inducted into the Abington High School Hall of Fame recently, including former Whitman coach Bob Bancroft. But before he was a Whitman-Hanson football coach, he was an Abington High School star athlete who actually played with Jim Kelleher back in the 1960s. So Coach Bancroft was inducted in the Abington High School Hall of Fame for his Abington High School athletic accomplishments. In addition, Charles Lindy Hansen from the class of 1945, an outstanding running back for the Green Wave football team, also made a name for himself in the Boston University program. Cecilia Bombardia Akins from the class of 84, again, another big athlete for the Green Wave, a three-sport athlete with soccer, softball, and basketball. Richard Dickey White from 78 was a great soccer player and an even better hockey player. And Joey D'Antonio from the class of 86, you had to hear his speech. It was a riot. And then the 2002 football team, the first Super Bowl team for the Abington Green Wave. We inducted the whole team and all their players yesterday. It was a really great event, and we're just very proud of those guys, and we're looking forward to more Hall of Fame induction ceremonies. If you have someone you want to nominate to be a member of the Hall of Fame, you can go on the Abington High School website, find the athletics page, and you can see the nomination forms right then and there. A lot of good things going on in Green Wave Nation, and just quickly, you got a very busy winter season. Is going to start very quickly. We have an extended postseason for the fall, which is a good thing. You're a very, very busy athletic director. Usually there's no gap for you, unfortunately, because of all the great things going on in Green Wave Nation. But what do we got coming up in the winter? Yeah,
we're very excited. As you mentioned, we will have a little bit of an overlap, which creates some challenges, but it's also a good thing. We're used to it. Fielding a lot of calls from fellow athletic directors that how do you handle this? How do you handle this? And for us, it's just kind of routine at this point, which is nice. But the Monday after Thanksgiving, our winter season kicks off. So we have boys and girls basketball, ice hockey, cheerleading, wrestling, and indoor track. So we have almost 200 students signed up to participate in some form of athletics this winter, which is really great. So we're excited to see what the winter brings.
That's great, and that's a testament to all of you student athletes out there who put in so much time and effort academically and athletically. Keep up the great work, and I want to send another shout out to the drama club, Elf the Musical, coming up. Just as much as you go out there and support Green Wave Sports, go out there and support the drama program, the music program at Abington High School. A lot of great stuff going on. There's a lot of buzz in Abington High School. We hope we brought you up to date. We hope we're going to see you at Gillette. And then very soon, we'll see you in the hockey rinks, the basketball courts, the wrestling matches, everything, a lot of stuff going on. Stay tuned for more information in upcoming editions of The Buzz. But for now, thanks for tuning in.